Are you guys ready? Actually, no.
They're gonna do their whole little thing.
Yeah, no, they're just gonna make out in the background. Hi, everybody. My name's Tommy. This is Drunk Nerds.
Again.
That's Joe, Allie.
This is my brother Drew.
Oh, isn't that adorable?
He's my translator.
Yes. He knows all of our little dirty secrets. What am I doing? Am I scooting over? Thank you. Can I just get in your husband's lap?
Yeah.
And we actually have an audience of Mike, Roberta, and Susie, right?
What? Why do you say
oh? Because I'm trying to pause for dramatic effect.
Yeah, you pause for dramatic effect every 5 seconds.
It's very dramatic. I'm a very dramatic individual. So what are we drinking today, guys?
I'm doing margaritas again.
I'm going with the Strella, which I've actually never had, and it's pretty damn good.
Well, I'm taking my spelling.
Tommy, what do you got?
Oh, hi. Hi. I have the Southern Tier Chocolat. It's actually not bad. It tastes like chocolate.
You've had that before.
No, I've had the double chocolate stout.
Oh.
Not the. This is a chocolate stout, but it is chocolate stout. It's not young.
All I hear is pompous, asshole.
And that's my job to be here. I also I now have a new label that I came up with, douche nerd hipster.
Oh no.
Because I started saying
you're not going hipster.
He does wear a lot of scarves.
But I don't like wear scarves when it's cold.
We're in Florida.
It's never cold in Florida.
So the only reason why is because I love that tagline. You probably never heard of it, which is like the hipster thing.
It's pretty, it's pretty hipster.
New level of shame, Tommy.
I just get
new level of shame.
My theory is if I start at 0, I can't really go any lower.
Oh yeah,
you can only fall. You can only fall as far as the ground.
So you keep digging, that ground goes further and further down.
And you will hit Japan, and you will be touched with tentacles.
I know where this is going.
Coming out of breasts.
And I'm doing Red Bull and vodka. I've got a couple of
No, that's a douchebag drink.
I got a couple of baby bottles of different types of vodka. This one is a Platinum 7X. It's actually not too bad.
New Amsterdam. It's better than Old Amsterdam.
Way better.
Old Amsterdam's dirty.
This is Ursus.
Old Amsterdam, it was actually the original
though.
name of New York City before it was New York.
This is Ursus, and there's polar bears on it, so I'm pretty sure it's just distilled polar bear piss.
Whatever. The Platinum's actually, it's very light. Like, it doesn't have that strong, bitter vodka taste to it. So it's actually
that just makes it even more douchebag, because now it's platinum. Platinum.
Can you fist pump a little bit? Yes. Maybe no.
Oh, and Joe has started going to the gym with me, so.
This is true.
I can tell.
Now
So can his wife.
We both can tell.
And his manstress.
and his manservant.
Randall.
Don't talk about Randy.
Sorry, sir. Your underwear have been pressed.
So, I saw the Avengers, you saw the Avengers, you did not, and you don't. He hasn't seen a superhero movie, period.
Yeah.
So.
You've seen like Spider-Man, but
I've seen Spider-Man,
that was horrible.
Batman.
No, I'm looking forward to the
Which
next
Batman?
Spider-Man.
All the Batmans. Well,
Are you talking back to Clooney, or are you talking like...
I've seen Batman Forever, and I've seen the new one, so...
Okay.
I hit the best of the old Batman, that's it.
Just making sure.
I should really hook up that other camera to point towards you guys. That'd be great.
It's like our own.
I can put it live on next time. That's it.
Audience cam.
Audience cam.
With dinosaur costumes.
Yeah.
Reactions and everything else.
Oh yeah.
Dinosaur costumes?
Watching
So-
dinosaurs.
Everything else.
No, so the Avengers was
The rape.
awesome.
The Avengers was really good.
I really liked it a lot.
I really want to see it, but we'll not.
You know what? I didn't have high hopes for it originally when I found out they were making, because I was afraid it was going to be another Spider-Man 3.
Which was
It was
great.
Yeah. But the fact that Joss Whedon did it, I actually had hope for it afterwards. I actually went in there with high expectations, and I was really, really impressed. Especially if you stay past the credits. Like there's a teaser, there's a little credit, and then there's a teaser. And then if you really wait until the point where they're like, no animals were harmed during the making of this movie, you get past that, there's even a gooder ending to it.
It's actually more gooder.
Marketer, thank you.
What would
So,
we
on the subject of superhero movies, I'm super stoked about the new Spider-Man that's coming out.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Oh, it looks.
What? They
great.
finally let it.
I'm
And
not
revealed
stoked
the
about
villain.
that. That doesn't. It looks like a hipster movie.
What are you talking about? It's an actual real Spider-Man.
Anything is better
It's
than
gonna be
the
a lot,
original.
it's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot
sorry,
closer to the
but-
comic books than the other
Well,
ones.
no, time out. Time out.
Someone.
There's no Toby in there. I want Toby, and if I can't get Toby, at least
What?
give me like
Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, I want
Toby's
Tobey Maguire.
40.
And Toby can't.
Okay,
He's
so
good looking
hold on.
40.
This
Hold on.
is Eduardo
Can I just tell you right
Gingers
now?
never age. They don't.
Yeah, but also
Can I just
they
tell you
don't
right now
have
that
soul.
Tobey Maguire is a retard, and I wish he didn't exist. He is horrible in everything he's ever been in, and I wish he were dead.
Are you serious?
He was
Suck it,
great.
Toby.
He was great in. What was the other movie?
Dawson's Creek.
No, you know what?
Did you
Yeah,
just
that's
cancel
Elijah Wood,
that
never
show?
mind.
No, Sin City, because he doesn't say a word, so it was great.
That's
Oh, Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
Oh, that.
Oh.
Ouch! They all.
Don't worry, I was about to make the same mistake because Elijah Wood was in.
Jail for dude play.
The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin.
No, the first movie that he was ever in was Back to the Future 2, as the kid with the arcade and said, "You gotta use your hand. That's like a baby's toy."
I thought it was the good son.
No, was it?
Anyway,
I don't fucking know.
But either way, Spider-Man was
Fear.
fucking awesome.
The
I
It's
wanna
actually
see it.
following the comic. It's going to be a real.
What do you think about the
story.
actor they've chosen to play Spider-Man?
I like him a lot.
Really?
Oh yeah.
anything is better than Toby.
I liked him in Doctor Who,
He was
in
good.
Daleks in Manhattan.
In The Social Network, he was good too.
Yeah.
Which one? Who is he?
Which I think is about is
He was in
everything
Daleks
done
in New
so
York.
far.
Now that guy
Dr.
seems
Who.
like
Which episode was that with?
No, speak
Tennant?
up.
It's Tenet.
he looks like the type of dude who you'd lend $8 to, but then every time you try to talk to him about it and like get it back, he'd just kind of like dodge you. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, that $8, totally, bro. I gotta just go to my car and make Spider-Man." I don't trust that guy. I don't
So like
trust
you.
him.
Oh.
So awkward.
Oh.
I'm gonna use your bathroom if that's okay.
Shitter's fault.
It's alright, so maybe we'll see
I just
it
upper
and then-
deckered you.
and then
Oh.
make an assessment.
What?
We'll have to also-
Well, since we have someone
Are you
who's
really that
in
easily
disagreement
distracted?
on the new Spider-Mans, what's your theory on the new Batman? Batman.
I don't think anyone will be able to top Heath Ledger's performance of the
Oh
Joker.
God, no.
So
Obviously.
as far as a Batman movie goes,
We
I think
consider
that one will always get
It's
remembered.
gonna be good,
And this one's just story continuation, and that's it.
but it's not gonna be
Yeah.
the Avengers.
The
to be
question,
honest.
the question really
Yeah.
lies though, how do you think they're gonna end it?
I think they're
Because
gonna
they
end
have a
it.
huge story arc to play with Bane that could end it a certain way,
Wow.
but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna want to end it that way.
I'm really hoping that however it ends, that the Green Lantern is not in it. And that's really just how I hope it ends.
Green Lantern shouldn't be in anything.
You know what's really surprising? I was actually kind of hoping there would be like.
Oh yeah, hell!
Aquaman shows
Justice League.
No, I hate DC comics. DC
up.
comics
Aquaman
are
shows
awful.
up. Hey guys.
But actually, in the Avengers, I was
Talk to
hoping.
fish.
I was hoping that there was.
But not out of the water. Like, you can't talk to stuff.
I was really hoping that in the Avengers there would have been cameos from other Marvel guys in it.
I was hoping for a Spider-Man, like
Right.
even just like some like rubble falling down
Did you
and like
hear
a
why?
spider web.
Did you hear why they
Everyone
didn't
gets
do
one.
that?
Yeah, I
Is
forgot
it-
it's
is it-
Because they don't own the rights to it.
Yeah, it's like
Marvel
WB.
doesn't own the rights. It's like Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, and someone else owns the rights to
Yeah.
the other Marvel character.
Is that why
wasn't
Sony uses the
Avengers.
Spider-Man font on their PlayStation 3?
Pretty
Yes.
much.
Wow,
But-
I didn't know.
Wow.
But actually,
wow.
Marvel's talking about by the next time they put out another Avengers movie, which they're hoping to do,
Yeah.
they want to own the rights to all the other actual Avengers, so they can put them in the movie.
I stick that in my mouth.
I didn't do it for real.
Now, what are they going to do if they try and bring the Fantastic Four in? Because I know
Oh,
the Fantastic
dude.
Four have tried to help the Avengers at some points,
I can
They
answer
would
that.
have to completely redo them.
Well, not only that,
Yeah.
but Chris
Captain
Evans,
America
double
now.
Chris Evans.
and
Yeah.
Someone would like that too, Chris Evans.
It's Captain America and the Thor.
pleased him a Winnie.
They could still do that.
well, they
But like, and they could do it, well, right, but they could do it, and then they could like make a joke about how much they look like.
They could just
Yeah.
make a movie
You know,
like Scott
they could do it, it
Pilgrim.
would actually be kind of funny.
they have to make a joke or redo it all. He says. mean,
I say
that's-
redo it all.
And I say make a joke about it, that'd be
What-
funny.
what
as
about-
well.
Because even the people who played, they did a good
Hmm.
job for it, but I don't see them getting into the
Jessica Alba's not gonna
feel
get
of
into
the
that.
movie
Yeah,
as the Avengers.
you're right. I see a lot of those guys wouldn't fall into it.
Excellent. Yes.
Okay,
Um,
Scott Pilgrim versus the Avengers. The Avengers all tag teamed Scott Pilgrim's
Sounds like a
girlfriend.
porn.
I see what you did there.
They all run the train on her,
Food
and
for
then
thought.
All right,
he has to
I
fight.
I know this is a sausage fest, but why does it always have to go there?
Because it's the internet. We're on the internet.
Men invented trains. That's why.
I'm sorry, I forgot that I have a smaller brain than the rest of you.
See,
You're learning though. You're learning.
Didn't grow out of those T-Rex arms though.
My arms are so small, I can't.
That's why Tyrannosaurus is so angry. They can't give hugs.
Wow.
They couldn't
I
present
love you
themselves
this
either.
much. It's not
If you
very
could
much.
masturbate, wouldn't you be pissed off?
I just rub it on the carpet.
Like a little dog scoot.
My dog does the same thing. I was about to say.
Red bucket.
So, Avengers.
So.
Oh, talk to me about the Google Glasses. I want these. I want these so bad.
Okay. Who?
So the Google Glasses, which is the project that's being worked on by Google, which basically takes your smartphone. Yeah, I know. It's okay. Which basically takes your smartphone and puts it into glasses and gives you like a heads-up display. So as you're walking down the street, you'll see a little notification that you have a text message.
So you can trip on things in front of you.
Well,
Correct.
it's like it's glass. It's see-through glass that you can still see. It's just an overlay on top of it. So even with navigation, like if you need to know instructions on how to get somewhere, it'll overlay the navigation on top of your glasses and show you where to go.
It's augmented reality.
But I mean, more importantly though, does it read someone's power level? That's really what it comes down to.
This guy's over 9,000.
Can it be just one eye and go over your ear like this? And
Well, I mean, if you think about it,
then
tie
can it
that
trick you
into-
too and be like, the power
What's
level
that?
was only 5,000 earlier, now it's 15,000.
What was that?
What
what's
is
that website?
this?
The been verified or Zeus or
Yeah,
whatever?
there's been verified people.
That would be great. Takes the picture and comes up with their.
All details of who he is.
I'm gonna date somebody, so you just go out and start looking at all their info. Oh, she's got 5 dogs.
I'm with.
No.
Yeah, if
No, 5 dogs are cool. 5 cats, not so
Not
much.
so much.
Hey, bro.
No, but this
Hey.
is, you can understand something.
Hey,
You're
bro.
not to the dog is fine.
You're married. If you're married or you're in a relationship, being a woman and having 5 cats is okay because you're the nice lady down the street with a lot of cats.
I'm also wicked hot. So.
Yeah, and then you also have.
agree.
But if you're single and you have 5 cats, you're the crazy cat lady that throws cats at people like the woman from The Simpsons.
Yeah, I mean, me and Will have 4 cats, and we realized that earlier this year that
But you also have a dog.
yeah, well,
The dog negates 2 cats.
And
But
in all fairness, Will's the crazy cat lady, not you.
That's true. Beyonce loves his cat. Well, and like we've gotten a cat for every year we've been together, so we looked at each other this past year. We're like, we need to stop.
Yeah, good idea.
Well, because what happens is we end up looking at pictures of when our cats were like little babies and they were so cute and adorable and didn't do anything wrong. And we're like, oh, and then we want another one. But then they grow up and then they're like,
And they're
You're gonna start getting rid of one every time.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys
Just
really
throw
like
it out.
cats.
Just
'Cause
throw it
You know
out
what?
somewhere.
Just go to a
better-
trade program. Go, can I trade 2 of these in for a little one? Something.
It's
Or
better
Game
she
Boy.
does it with cats than children.
yeah. As Susie said, it's better that I do it with cats than children.
Wow.
Can I trade this in for a younger model?
My favorite, there's a picture of a hallway with a closed door, and the hallway is just filled with cats looking back at the person taking the picture. And the little caption said, "This night's not starting off right."
This is the weirdest brothel ever.
I have female friends that will not date a single guy that owns a cat.
That's weird.
It's interesting. It's a weird standard.
Yeah,
How is that? Like, how
You know
is
what
that
though,
weird?
real quick, I just want to point out that when Letta heard hallway of cats looking at you, the first thing he thought of was brothel.
Actually, the first thing I thought of was a hallway filled up with pussy, and then I
That
put the
led
brothel.
to-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what?
That's an obvious
That's
connection.
okay. That's all right.
Yeah,
I
3
got
guys.
you.
More
I think
props for Letta. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, so you agree with me? A single guy owning a cat? What about a cat and a dog? I think the dog negates the cat.
True.
But what
But if
about
it's
in a
just like-
situation where, like, let's say with me and my wife, and let's say we weren't married, but we had cats, and we ended up separating.
I
Obviously,
keep them all.
which is fine with
That's
me.
the rule. She has to take them.
Which is fine, but in a certain situation, they may not be able to take all of them, and the guy may end up with one.
No, and if the
By the
guy,
way, by all, we have 2.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So maybe the guy ends up with one. And
there's stipulations.
Joe, you can't have lucky.
Personally,
They're
I think it's
deal.
crazy that
Well-
we have standards about somebody having a cat or a dog.
No, I agree with it.
It's a fucking pet.
But it's true.
He's a pet.
It is
Well,
weird
cats-
to me. It's
I mean,
a weird
cats-
You know what? We need to just listen to the foreigners because they know what's up.
Yeah.
We're weird here in America.
Just eat
I mean,
everything.
yeah.
Just eat everything.
I mean, let me do that a little more manly.
Cats are just a very feminine.
I don't know, it just makes me think of a dude that
One
warms
big
up a
white
hungry
fluffy
man
cat
and
that
makes
they
eye contact
are
with his
fine.
cat while he
It's
eats
the saddest
it.
thing I ever heard.
I know, that's
I would
why I
never
don't
get a
date
cat.
that guy.
A guy looks like a guy when a dog comes up and is like
Licks his
"Arr,"
face,
licks his
completely
all the time.
non-homosexual.
But then when you see a guy, like, especially when he's awkwardly built and he's just like, "Here, kitty," and like rubbing underneath his
Or like that.
I call one bullshit to that.
What?
There's a lot of evil geniuses with cats.
Yeah, that's another thing. So now you're dating a psychopath that
you're
wants to take
just
over the world.
pet. No. You look like you're up to something.
Yeah,
Well,
but
with
you
Gadget,
still,
$1 billion.
Inspector Gadget. What was
you
his Claw?
still
Yes,
don't look
Claw had a
manly.
cat. Claw didn't have a face. Claw was like the parents in Ren and Stimpy.
That's why
no
we
upper body,
named
but
one of our
just-
cats Gadget because it's Will's cat and she'll lay on him. She won't lay on me, but she'll lay on him and he'll just pet her. And I'm
But
like,
there's no
"You're
manly
playing
way
Not
to
because
pet a
Will
cat.
installed
No,
robotic
you're
legs
like-
on
Who loves
Not
peonies?
it. Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah, when you do it all, of course it's gonna look gay.
Do it again.
No.
But like, you can't go up to a cat.
It's on video.
Because then they'll just claw the shit out of you. Like a dog can go "Meow," like their head and stuff and grab them.
You've never met my cats
Yeah, you
because
can
you're so
do that.
allergic,
But
but
there's
my
other-
cats are good.
There's
I
other
never-
things you can do with cats though. Have you ever tried?
That sounds weirdly sexual. There's a lot of things you can do with
You
cats.
get yourself a cat,
Have you ever
plastic
tried
bags,
taping your cat's
candles.
tail to the side of his body? Just take one piece of tape,
Not
doesn't
to the
hurt
side.
it, but it can't walk. It'll fall over no matter
It'll
what it
go like-
does.
Well, it's like when I get my dog drunk.
That poor thing.
Oh no, you can't put a beer
They'll
anywhere.
hunt it down.
Do you
Beer will
guys
hunt
hear
it
that?
down.
You're saying your
I
dog's an
think
alcoholic?
Sarah McLaughlin's playing.
But you know what? I do kind of agree with that because when me and my ex broke up and I moved out, we had 2 cats and a dog, and I took the cats and he took the dog. Like I don't know why, but it just like it was like that's
It just
how it had to
happened.
Well,
go.
it's because he's the guy, you're the girl.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, not only that, but I had
See,
one.
that's stereotyping though. That's stereotyping. The female population should have cats, and the male population dog.
Roberta, how many cats
Dogs
do
are
you
man's
have?
best friend.
Zero.
Not woman's best friend.
Fucking 8 cats.
You
But
sure? Excuse me.
Do you
Next,
gerbil?
next you're gonna tell me that women have to get out of the kitchen.
Nah,
No
Oh,
way.
He's not going that far. He's not going that far.
well, actually, I could probably say that because I'm a chef, so I cook a lot, and I cook
That's why I'm gonna marry Roberta one of these days.
fantastico.
There's crazy Europeans and their progressive ways of women voting and
How about
getting
both?
out of the kitchen.
You have one
That's a
biscuit.
strange looking kitchen.
Oh, you know what?
You have one biscuitina.
I didn't call her biscottina. Polpettina.
So,
Anyways,
yes.
so as of this month, it's officially the 20th anniversary of Wolfenstein 3D.
That it is.
That's right. That's right. Big deal.
But I got a better one for you.
We've got a link posted on our Facebook page of one of the creators of the game doing a playthrough and doing director's commentary.
Wow.
For
of the
what?
game.
And don't forget that the picture of Hitler. If you
Wolfenstein
press the
3D.
space bar,
Oh.
it will open
Not
up.
all of them.
But that first one will. You'll get a machine gun.
But it's actually really interesting to hear him talk about how it came to be and some of the games that were based on and off of it and stuff, and it was actually really cool.
Well, what you call it? It's like that. You know, you find those retro games like the weird, like when we were looking for Conker's Bad Fur Day. It was like what, $285
Yes.
for a Conker's Bad Fur Day on
N64.
N64.
Beautiful game.
Yeah.
Best game I've ever played.
Well, it's funny how retro games, or if you try to find them actually in cartridge version emulators, they're crazy expensive. My ex-girlfriend went up to her house up in Boston, and she's like, "Hey, you want to play some Nintendo?" I was like, "Yeah, I love Nintendo. Let's play some Nintendo." She pulls out a box. Everything is in the original box with the original dust covers and everything. I was like, "Do you understand what you have here?"
But was Olympic Games.
millions.
No, that's the thing. After checking out all the prices, she had a good $15,000 to $20,000 worth of video games in a small box. Because she had the single, not the Duck Hunt Mario combo. She had just Super Mario Brothers, which only came with the first season that NES came out.
Wow.
And that thing's worth $3,000 alone.
Wow.
And then she had another game, Zelda, with the original maps, the paperwork, the registration card, the gold. I was like, we found out it was
Marry her and sell games.
$2,000.
You realize the
That
divorce
was
would cost a lot
But some of
more
that stuff
than
it's better not to sell.
Yeah,
Like,
but I mean,
I've been scouring the internet looking for Neo Geo cartridge games, and they're $400 or $500 a piece.
Yeah.
Loose, just for the cartridge.
No, these are. She has the original like packaging with everything with it.
I think they're gonna find out where you live.
Did you go to that website, the Oregon Trail?
I looked at it quickly.
It's awesome.
I've
It's
done
the
it,
Oregon
just
Trail,
during-
but with zombies.
What? Zombie
I
oriented.
must
Wait,
have looked
It's the
at.
Oregon
so are you
Trail.
a zombie
I
or
must have
zombies
looked at the
attack
wrong
you
one.
while you're on the Oregon Trail?
Good point.
It's
Good
literally
point.
made just like Oregon Trail, but it's still like a math game. You still have to work it out. It's still a puzzle. But literally, it's a zombie apocalypse. But it's
I
all
looked
like
at the wrong website then.
I feel like zombies are the new Pokemon. Like everybody's into zombies now.
Well, it was an interesting conversation. They actually were
The
talking
new
about it on a
Call of
podcast that I
Duty.
talked to. Well, that I listened to.
You know why zombies are so popular, right?
Oh, you're right, because the government's getting us ready for the soon-to-be apocalypse of zombies.
I so hope so.
Besides that, it has to do with our own fears of being mindless people.
What about the CIA creating dinosaurs to discourage time travel?
Don't get me started on Project Bluebeam.
No, you don't understand. I'm very upset.
I love you. You love me.
I have a friend on Facebook who I used to work with, and she's super cool, super funny, and everything like that. She's one of those really crazy conspiracy
So
theorists.
she's a woman and she's crazy.
Yes, I know.
Surprise.
I am surprised at that.
So, but the great thing is, she's leaving it. She's leaving Facebook,
You're
and
not
I'm
helping our
extremely
cause.
upset. Because I was like, dude, when am I going to hear about crazy conspiracy theories like how the Death Star actually exists? It's hiding behind the moon.
Sun.
I mean, sun. Sorry, the sun. Hiding behind the sun, and is going to block out the light from the sun on May 20th.
Yes.
May 20th. And George Lucas has known about this and has been trying to warn us. That's why he created the Star Wars saga.
well, that just makes sense.
The good aliens. The good aliens.
And it's a been in contact with George
So let me
Lucas.
get this straight. There's a Death Star,
Yes.
fully functional,
Yes.
operational battle station
Yeah.
behind.
That's no moon.
But it's charging. It's refueling behind
And George
the sun.
Lucas has known about this. I'm not afraid. Because
Bro.
that Death Star is ran by Ewoks. And no doubt there is poop all over that Death Star.
And God knows,
Little bear.
stormtroopers can't shoot for shit.
That's true.
And
Hey,
you know what
good
else?
They
point.
can't even walk through doorways right. It'll come down. hit 'em in the
Most
head.
important,
Do
they
you know what I
can
find
hear
funny,
shit
though?
through the helmet.
Yeah.
You know what I find funny though is the fact that the big thing about this Death Star is not that it's gonna blow up the Earth or something, like use its big fucking guns and shit. No, it's going to block out the sun, and that's our big worry.
Yeah.
Get really cold.
Yeah,
But you know what happens? You know when that happens, what happens?
High and low tide will just
Superman has
not
no
be the same
power.
anymore.
Huh?
When that happens, Superman has no power.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't
Yeah,
have any
the sun.
solar energy.
Yeah.
I think Superman's
It's gonna
dick.
be just like one of us, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
He's still a pretty big dude.
Yeah.
I would
He's get ripped.
I would be.
I think I found Roberto's secret dream.
Beating
To
up
beat the
Superman.
shit out of Superman.
No.
It's like if you didn't have the sun, I would be all over your
I
ass.
you
think
wanna-
this year is fantastic because besides the Avengers, I gotta point that out, guys. May 15th. Joe, help me out. Joe. Diablo 3, guys. Diablo 3.
That's right.
I mean, every single character in
Leave it to a
that
foreigner.
rules.
Well, here's the problem. Like they
I'm
showed,
already getting that game.
they showed like the special edition, like what is it, Black Mamba, Diablo 3 mouse. Still like 30 keys on the mouse, cause
Right,
you
Yeah,
know,
it
so-
won't be much, but
They sell World of Warcraft mouses too.
yeah.
Yes.
I still want that impact suit for Sega that you put on and just
If
shocks
you're
you
gonna
to
be
death.
on the podcast, why don't you just come on the podcast? What the fuck is wrong?
I have a feeling that you're being a little rude right now, and I think we're just gonna step it back.
Let us the mystery man. He cannot come on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm making sure it's still bleeding. Anyway, did you guys hear about that? Obviously, everyone's heard about it, but the 2012, like everyone's scared about the world ending.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did
but
you guys-
recently, sorry if I interrupt.
Hold on, I gotta say one thing before you interrupt, and I'll never talk about it again. But most people don't even like Mexicans. Then they're all willing to believe Mayans on this? It's like the same thing. I don't get that.
How could you say that in Tommy's home?
His last name alone is Spanish.
You're Mexican.
Mexican.
They think I'm Mexican.
It's better than a Mexican.
No, looks like
Not even Italian.
looks like they found another Mayan calendar.
Well, can I just break it down for you guys?
Just like Y2K? You know what? Peanut butter.
Well, the
Sorry.
Mayans
Does that
don't
have like cats on it and things?
If the calendar was so great, they would have seen Cortez come its way and fuck him up, right?
Ouch!
Wait, can I just break it down
No.
though? All right.
Sorry. Number one.
The Mayans had these calendars, and they stopped it on that day. But that day
Ah! Alright.
that day was not the end of the world. That
It's
day
a
was
new
the
beginning.
end. Yeah, it was the end of
New
something, but
calendar.
the beginning of
It's
something.
a
Okay.
cycle.
I have to
So-
interject. I saw Alien versus Predator. So I know how Mayans work, okay? They were built.
Okay, all right.
They
hold
were
on.
built for sport,
Can I
okay?
interrupt you and just say you're being a douchebag because I was trying to be serious for a second.
I know you're
and
trying
you
to be
totally negated
serious.
my facts. Shut your face. And we all know that predators don't actually exist except in Tommy's fridge.
Yes.
There's a Predator in there?
Yeah, it's a predator.
I thought you just had a really
Sometimes
big
make it
cat.
sound like-
And every once in a while it makes a noise and it sounds like the predator.
He's just gonna pounce out one time.
It's gonna be like,
But in all
and then
fairness,
you're gonna put on bacon, and it's gonna be fine.
but in all fairness, we saw that we're good with the Predators, right?
No, I know that's
Didn't
not gonna
everyone
work
see
out.
that picture of Schwarzenegger shaking hands with the
Yeah,
Predator?
yeah. I
We're
saw it.
on good grounds right now. Let's
I know.
Predators,
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
And you know what? What do you say?
Predators.
I know it's gonna be alright, because Marty McFly travels to the year 2015.
That's right, he does.
Good point.
We're good.
Where people still wear
There's
leopard
some-
stretch pants.
There's huge advancements between now and 2015, so something big's gotta happen.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but
Diablo 3.
So the mysteries.
So anyway, that's how the minds work. Is that it's the start of a new beginning. It's
And
not
there-
necessarily the end. It's the end of something, but the beginning of
Yeah.
something new.
I don't
So something big might happen, but it's not going to be the end all of that all.
It's
But
a
even if
huge
it is
nerd.
Even if it is the
I
end
said
all,
might.
I don't know what everyone's so afraid of. If everything's over, what are you missing? Like,
But
if you survive it, you're the one guy left on Earth full of nothing.
It's a huge nerd.
You'd be like,
That's
"Oh,
why-
yeah."
Just
fucking
Wait. I'm the one guy left. Wait.
Research.
Am I the one guy left on an Earth full of nothing, but there's also oiled up Chippendales dancers? Because that's an Earth that I want to be the last guy on.
You'd
Wait,
be like,
Chippendale dancers?
all it
you want there to be
was-
men?
Seriously, all
Yeah.
it was the
You
calendar
heard it right.
stopped. The calendar stopped because at that point they're like, there's.
we're not gonna make it that
It's a
far.
beginning.
We can
It's
just
a
think of
beginning
this.
of new cycle.
Think of it this way. Think of it this way. When we first started making computers, we did the year by 2 digits.
There it is.
Okay, by the time the year 2000 rolled around, we were
Yes, to Kia.
like, oh shit, the computers
Yeah.
aren't going to work because the year was only 2 digits. Think of the same thing with the Mayan calendar. The Mayan calendar went up to this point because
No.
at that point they're like,
I don't-
we can create a new
Time
calendar.
out.
They
Time
have
out. Because it
IP
goes a lot
addresses,
deeper
they're
than
running
this.
out.
That's why they go on
Recently,
IPv6.
They're running out of IP addresses because
No.
they didn't think we'd ever make it to, you know,
Check
256
this out.
bytes. Or
I'm
whatever
pretty
they
sure
use.
Al
It goes a
Gore was
lot
operating
deeper
computers
than
in Wales.
this.
We'll be
I
fine.
mean, I don't want to go into
I'm pretty sure that
details.
people are just stupid.
No.
Why do
no.
we think things are gonna run out? Why can't we just plan ahead?
Because
What is wrong with
It's the
people?
opposite. We don't think it's
you're
going to
gonna run out.
I really
That's
don't
what I'm
think.
saying.
I don't think the
Like,
Mayan
why don't we
thing.
think it's gonna run out? Why don't we plan ahead and go, you know what, this could go on for a while,
Because-
these things are amazing.
At this point in time, we feel that we are the smartest that we're going to get. No, seriously, you laugh, but it's true. Every generation, every point in time,
Right on, yeah.
we feel that we are the smartest that we are going to get.
And that's how
then,
we end up
And then
with
years
nuclear
later, we
bombs.
look back and go, we knew nothing.
Yep.
And this can be
Actually-
traced all the way back to the beginning.
I'm
Because we
confused by this
always knew
conversation.
something as fact, and then all of a sudden that something got disproven.
I think it just makes sense.
I'm looking at them like
What do
it.
you want? Oh no,
Just
you already
nice.
have it. Okay.
Listen,
But I'm
that-
just saying, according to the Mayans, it goes to a lot deeper. It's a 3,600 years
She's got a few drink
cycle.
already.
We got a great
3,600
video
years
of her ass
cycle.
going.
I mean, if you look into some writers, but the apocalypse and everything else, it's not quite true, but it happened in the past in different mythology, especially the Sumerian and Babylonians.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
It happens a lot.
I think it's-
Every 3,600 years, something shift
Listen.
to this planet.
Don't talk.
I really just think that they were making the calendar. The one dude who was making it was like, oh, chisel broke. I guess we're done. I think that's
Tired, man. I got shit to do this
What do you want to
weekend.
do? Calcio? Calcio! Soccer! And it ran off.
Ole, ole.
Gotta go. Predator wants us to do that, back rubbing thing.
Not again. I gotta braid his hair.
His feet smell.
Who in here believes in aliens?
I do.
I've got both my hands up.
Well, double aliens.
Double
Alien with 2 heads.
All the way.
All the way. Double aliens.
Anyway, I'm gonna say that we totally got off track with the Google Glasses, but
That's fine.
Fuck it.
Listen,
aliens.
Chinavision's gonna have virtual boys
I
with
like the Google Glasses.
netbooks attached to them.
Here we
same
go.
thing.
Who believes that aliens visited Earth?
I do.
For sure.
I think they're still on it.
I'm the only one. All right, never mind.
What?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
State your case though.
Yeah. Well, it's
Besides maybe a few of us, we're all
Tommy,
willing to.
could you mess
I
up
don't
your
know
hair
that
and do
they-
this while you're stating your case? Ancient aliens.
It's him!
I mean,
Oh,
Tommy,
I'm so
can I
happy
just
right now.
interject here? I
What
don't
we
know
have
that they
here-
like stuck an anal probe in Billy Bob. Like that's not what I'm saying. But I'm sure they come here to collect information.
I'm sure they put us
fair,
here.
fair enough. Like I don't
What
think
makes
they
you
think
think that we are nothing but an alien seed?
Well, and
There's a
here's
chance. There's
you know
a
what's
pretty good
funny?
chance of that.
You know what's funny? I was talking to my dad because he's super religious.
And an alien.
And no, I was talking to my dad, and I asked him one time. I'm like, I have a lot of serious conversations with my dad about religion because I don't believe and he does. So I asked my dad one time. I was like, all right, so listen. We all now know that heaven is not in the clouds. Like we know that it's not like right there on Earth in the clouds somewhere. I was like, so where is heaven? And my dad was like, I don't know, it's a big universe. I'm like, so you're saying it could be like another planet? And he's like, well, maybe. I'm like, so you're saying God's an alien?
Well, the first cosmonauts to actually reach outside of the stratosphere and get into black or space said,
Great story, bro.
Oh,
It's like,
Seriously, keep going. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
they just said, there is no heaven. That's really all they said. It's
What
not
would
a-
happen if they went up into the clouds and hit like a house?
Ow! Not again! Leave me alone!
That'd be a great thing. Just have like a harp smash against the windshield. Be like,
It'll be
oh,
like Family Guy. It's like Cleveland's house. It's always getting destroyed. and he
What
falls
about
off.
like they go up there and there's
No,
a giant...
no.
Heaven is more of a mystical place where souls are
You
collected.
know where heaven is? Heaven's all right here.
No,
That's all.
Heaven is bullshit.
That's
Here we
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
It's all up here.
no religion.
But I'm sure up there, I don't think there's a Death Star like you guys were saying earlier, but I do
No,
think
there
there's
is
a
one.
giant
I think it's ridiculous that you
vacuum-shaped
don't
spaceship up there.
She's
Amazing.
got. She's
It's
going
a
to
giant baby.
Yeah.
And she's going to suck.
Suck. No, she's going from suck to blow. I hate it when they do that. So,
What, that's not how you do it?
I've been doing it. Wait, what?
She's good at blowing.
So here, it's kind of funny because people are like, well, aliens are coming, and I love movies that have us beating the aliens.
Oh no way.
Because the truth is,
You mean like
to create like a
Battlefield?
black hole that it would take to go
Just
faster
swim
than
away.
light travel, it would take all the power of all the suns in the universe to create enough power for us to go faster than the speed of light. Not saying that it's not possible, but to create a black hole, a wormhole, a warp drive, or anything like that would take the power of all the
So
suns.
what makes you think that aliens can't just be there and
But this
just
thing-
traveling for
well,
a
so-
long time?
So like,
I honestly believe there's aliens out there, but I don't think we can ever be there.
engineered.
If aliens are coming
I
here,
agree with him.
they're gonna kill us.
Weird.
They're gonna take us out.
But that's if they're coming on that kind of terms.
It's true. If they're not coming, but if they wanted to, they can take us
Because
out.
that's they're basically they would be the pioneers.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
If they
know, what
made
about-
it that far,
well,
they're pioneers.
see,
They're not
Because otherwise we
necessarily.
would have already
That's
found
true.
that.
They're the smartest of the aliens.
Well, not only that,
Nicest.
but see how well it works out with the Native Americans. But
Well, again,
Well,
I'm not
and-
saying that it's going to be a a good
Oh,
or a bad thing.
well,
I'm just
I'm-
saying that they're not necessarily going strictly for death.
Okay, and I'm just gonna say real quick, okay?
that never happened.
Because I feel like
You're right about that.
Have you ever seen
feel like-
Visitors?
I feel like aliens might watch a few things beforehand, get a feel of our
They've been
planet.
watching us for years, girl.
Shut your fucking face.
So
So,
nice.
if you're watching this aliens,
You let her talk to me like
please be
that?
nice aliens. We'll give you our food.
And we're going through. Wait a minute. We're going to.
So the aliens log into
The aliens
YouTube, go
wanna
on the
watch
drunk
your
nerds and say,
podcast
we'll give
every
you
week."
our food. They're like,
I'm
great,
sure
we'll
they
take every fucking thing else too.
It's like my man crush Neil deGrasse Tyson says. He goes
Oh, I
like
never heard of it, but it's Tommy's podcast.
the difference between like our DNA, and a chimp's DNA is so small, and goes like no one sits down and goes, how does a chimp feel? Like this, a smart chimp is like, oh, he learned how to use tools, good job, chimp. It goes like, even if an alien's DNA is just a little bit different than ours in a good way, they're gonna go to like Stephen Hawking and say, oh, this one has the education of a 5-year-old. This one we can kind of talk to.
Yes, I think too, like, that's humanizing aliens.
Yeah.
I think that in any case, they'd probably be something that we could never even imagine.
Like assholes on top of their heads?
No, because you just imagine that.
Well, that's just, it could be anything.
Well,
Big really flinging dick on their foreheads.
It really could be anything, though.
if it was like extremely advanced race, like,
I think it's gonna be more like Doctor Who, where it's gonna be like a human, but a little bit different.
I think it would be something like pure energy. It would just be
That's
a race of energy, and that's all.
They've evolved beyond.
But it might not even
bodies.
be, it could even be something to the point of it being just like a microorganism.
You know what? You're completely right.
How about if we get to the point of singularity?
I mean,
like
like
just
just go
one
there.
day?
Come on, really?
Like uploading
Like Anthony
conscious
Bourdain.
thought into cyberspace or a computer program.
I'm bored now.
So we're all just a computer, and we're just like in little.
It's kind of like a Ghost in the
Kind
Shell.
of like the Matrix.
Yeah, kind of like the Matrix, Ghost in the Shell.
Okay, but here's the thing. In those kinds
Event
of
horizon.
situations, like what were the men called in Doctor Who?
Flea stacks. Sorry.
Cybermen.
Cybermen. So in those
Not Iron
cases,
Man, because people call them Iron Man.
no, Cybermen.
Lasermen.
So if you, but in those cases, how would you ever procreate? Like how
You
would
don't
you
have
ever?
to. You live forever. You don't give a shit. You don't want
Split.
You have
Split
cyber
into
children.
two.
You start to be amoebas.
I have a sonic screwdriver
There's
somewhere
all
around there.
different types of way that
You have what?
even on
Huh?
Earth.
What you need?
Well,
That
I
repopulation
understand.
different.
I
I have a
understand
sonic
that.
screwdriver
I understand that,
somewhere
but
in
I'm
there.
saying those are naturally made to populate
Screwdriver
babies. We are made to populate by we fuck and then we have children. So how you can't really change that.
But once you get to the point though,
I don't
where
even
you're
care what
putting
you're saying
yourself,
anymore.
fuck off and listen. Once you get to the point where you're putting your
Lower.
This
essence,
does everything right, so I can turn him off.
That's what I was trying to do to you.
once you get to the point where you're putting your essence into what we would know as cyberspace,
I want
you
your
become
essence.
ones and zeros.
Ooh.
So at that point, all you're doing is you're a virus.
Damn.
And a virus, once it gets into a computer, has its ability to move, to actually make more of itself. I can't think of the appropriate word. But it's the
Duplicate?
same, duplicate. So it's
Replicate.
not to say,
Replicate.
it's not to say that you couldn't do the same thing.
Masticate. That's just chewing.
If you're putting yourself into the computer program, we would repopulate by the same thought process.
Top.
I'm not exactly sure what this is. I'm looking at it.
It's a sonic screwdriver.
Doctor Who.
Oh.
It's a get out of jail free card for Doctor Who. Whenever he can't figure anything out, he just goes, I got a sonic screwdriver.
Basically, that's when they write themselves
This
into a
does
corner.
everything.
Oh my god, it's colder.
It's weird.
That's cool.
Oh my god, I love you, Dr. Drew.
Doctor Who?
Dr.
Drew.
Drew. Oh, Dr. Who, see what he did?
What?
Oh, it gets longer.
That's what he does. He scans things, and that's how he reaches it. It's like, all right.
Over 9,000. says here on your resume your power level's over 9,000.
And the nice thing is, whatever, it's a pen.
Oh,
Oh wow.
fancy.
It's very fancy. It actually comes with
For writing child support checks.
You weren't supposed to know. It actually comes with 2 tips. 2 tips.
Just the tip.
Just a tip.
Just
And
tips.
it comes with a UV tip, and so it's invisible ink, and the only way you can see the ink is by going like that, and it lights up in dark.
I had a Lisa Frank
I
diary
want to
like
keep that away
that
from my
one.
sister. If you want to
Bubble
hold on to
tape.
that.
This is my sonic screwdriver.
Where did you get it and how can I have one?
I got this at
Hold on,
Emerald.
give the full
Emerald
story,
City.
because this is the definition of douche nerd right here.
Oh yeah.
So Joe and I went to the gym to work out.
Perfect.
Muscle milk.
I had muscle milk in hand
Tiger
when I
Woods.
went. And I also went on free comic book day to Emerald City, down on Enterprise and McMullen Booth.
And
He leaves the gym, he's like, alright, well, I'm gonna go hit Emerald City, get myself a sonic screwdriver, I feel pumped.
I said to Joe, I'm gonna do the biggest douche nerd thing ever. I go like, I'm in a wife beater and board shorts and Chuck Taylors,
Oh yeah.
right? I have my headphones in, my mirrored aviator glasses on,
Perfect.
and I'm like,
Were you tucked?
yeah, I was like,
Yeah, but can I say something?
in my boxer briefs.
Does your whatever screwdriver is
Sonic screwdriver.
Yeah, does he do that?
He's gonna put
It doesn't.
the autofocus. Is not gonna work.
Does it transforms?
No,
Okay, so
see, there you go, transformed right there.
So
That's long-
it's
They did
not.
the wrong show, asshole.
Doctor Who's the best.
So
Doctor Who's
gender.
great.
What? No.
Having your ladies.
No, no. Stop right there. It's not the best. Because I tried to watch it and I got bored the shit out of
That's
it.
because you're foreign.
That's because you're.
You know, which Doctor Who is you
I
smart?
tried to watch
I
it.
know.
Now, let's open a discussion at this point because.
Wait, I gotta tell the rest of my douche nerd story.
Oh, say it.
So I go to the gym, workout, wife beater, tank top, blah blah blah. I go like I'm gonna do the biggest douche nerd thing ever. I heard that they have sonic screwdrivers at at Emerald City. So I show up. It's free comic book day, so the place is packed. And here I am, wife beater, muscle milk in hand. And I walk up to the guy. Guy, of course, looks like your average comic book owner dude.
No.
Long hair, kind of balding. Looks like he's never
Like the
seen
guy from The
X.
Simpsons?
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like. And
Sideburns.
I'm sitting there looking like a douchebag, like, hey man, do you guys have sonic screwdrivers? He looks me up and down and was like, yeah, they're in the back. Thank you. Went and I was like, I got it.
Takes a picture, posts it on Facebook.
I'm like,
Do they still have them?
They've got tons. They've
How much
got,
of it was it?
This one was $20.
They have make your own also.
They have you make your own.
Wait, what?
They have to make it. It comes with the three. It comes with 3 sonic screwdriver, and it's just different assembly parts, and you make your own sonic screwdriver. And they have the original sonic screwdriver from the 5th Doctor, 4th Doctor. They have this one, which is the 9th and 10th Doctors, and then they have Matt Smith's sonic screwdriver.
End of story.
She's gonna get
Roberta,
every single
go.
one of the screwdrivers.
I can't get the show. I tried to watch it more than one occasion, more than
But again, what did you
multiple
start with?
episodes.
Which Doctor did you start
I think
with?
it was the
Listen.
first season in 2005. The re
Yeah,
Eccleston.
here's the
Eccleston
thing
sucks
though.
balls.
Here's the thing though.
I mean-
in his defense, he's not very intelligent.
Oh!
In his defense.
I mean, the fact that I speak, read, and write 4 different languages, young lady.
I got this one.
Leave me alone, Michael. Leave me alone.
So I,
Say it. So I just want to know, Ellie, what were you doing out of the kitchen? Because I'm not exactly sure. And as far as I thought, you know, not supposed to be out of there because I don't smell dinner cooking right now. So,
Awkward.
on that note, we're done.
No, Drew wanted to talk about Star Wars: The Old Republic. He said it in the car.
Are you very? No, go ahead. But balls out.
I'm level 50.
I don't know if anyone's
Balls
played
up.
it here or anything, heard anything about it, but it's probably the best MMO ever made.
I gotta
And
disagree.
hold on. What are you basing this on? What else have you played?
I will admit this, I have not played Diablo, and I know Diablo fans are hardcore, but I
as
have
far as-
played World of Warcraft,
Okay.
and I have played Star Wars The Old Republic,
Have you
And
played
I-
any other MMOs?
just those two.
Okay.
But I think
Have
Star
you-
Wars
have you
blows World
had-
of Warcraft.
Have you ever
Alright.
played Barbie's Mystery Ranch?
I can't say I
What about
have.
Mystery Caller?
You get it. You gotta get it, but when you get it with the Laserdisc bundle.
Google Lively is also a good one.
You know what? I went back and started playing Phantasy Star Online on Dreamcast. It's 13 years old, and you can still log in and play it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
But is that-
played it for like 4 hours today.
So I'm
Yes.
just throwing out there, they're coming out with a Skyrim, Elder Scrolls.
Above the rim.
Above
MMO. They're
Don't
coming
they
out
already
with
have an
Elder
Just
for that? Or is it?
Rim Job. That's the name of it. Elder Scrolls Rim Job.
Well, the
Skyrim.
newest one was
Job.
just
Just a
strictly,
straight
yeah, it was
single
just,
player.
it was just a disc, there was no online play. But they're coming out because Elder Scrolls has had an entire series
So-
of games, and they're coming out with that entire series as an MMO. And
Did
it's
they,
supposed to
are
happen
they
in
stuck
between.
planning this now?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna take years till that actually gets out.
I don't think that. I don't know. Those guys, they work really,
Be
really fast, and they're really motivated.
And they've got a
by
huge
anger
storyline,
sex
and this is going to happen in between Oblivion and Skyrim.
Yeah.
It's going to be the time frame that this happened in.
You
That's
guys
going to be huge.
I'll tell you, that's
hijacked what
part-
Drew was trying to
That's
say.
part of the best thing about Star Wars too, is it actually has a storyline for each character, each class they have, and you actually have to follow that aside from all the multiplayer stuff you can do with other
See,
people.
I wanted to play Star Wars Online, but I knew better because I get
Nobody
easily
played
addicted.
Star Wars Online.
I get easily addicted to
Yeah.
MMOs,
Are you referring to
and
Galaxies?
I've already been in trouble with my wife once because of City of Heroes
And villains.
and City of Villains. So I've stayed away from that.
Just take the computer out
By
of
the
the
way, when
kitchen.
he said that he gets addicted, his wife's eyes got like this big, like.
She looked at him like, I'll fucking kill you.
No.
So I have to stick to console games.
On that note, we're out now.
Diablo 3, man.
Thank you for joining us.
Keep on, keep it on.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on keeping on.
Don't listen to words.
Fuck the Mexican!